Okay, good.
Okay, so some of the hands-on, there's one thing on the hands-on, it's the ball hug hip hinge.
Yeah.
So, do you guys ever find it challenging when you're trying to describe the difference between a squat and a hip hinge and you're like, we're not getting it? So,
Yes.
we gotta give people tools and implements. So, this is one, I really like it. It's the ball hug hip hinge. And so what you want to do is have them sit back and bring the ball to their thighs. Alright? This will solve it for a lot of people. Some people, they'll just do this. And so now I'm going to give them two things is, alright, I want your ass to touch the wall and bring the ball to the thighs. Now, this solves it a lot.
But they're not back against the wall. They are out from the wall.
Yeah. And so one of the things to do is maybe give a target. You know, you might.
This is with M.
Yeah, but it can be. It's just a good way to teach anybody. Actually, is so find that sweet spot and tell them they gotta be, feet here, right? Feet here. So there's a target. So basically, you're putting all these things in place where they have no choice. So go ahead and I want you to touch the wall with your butt and bring the ball to your thighs. And they're like, what, you mean like this? I'm like, yeah, that's a hip hinge. You're doing a deadlift now. You're awesome. So try this. I'm going to try this. And this will solve it with a lot of people. So hug the ball, then bring your butt to the wall and ball to your thighs. Yeah. We'll do two more. Yeah. You're hinging now, right? Because a squat and a hinge look like somewhat similar.
Yeah.
The squat is basically your body's going vertical, so you're sitting in a chair, and a hinge is more like you're sticking your butt out the window. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. And so this is one that helps. Because like some people get it right away, and some people are like, but I did it. It's like, it looks like it.
How do you teach it the opposite way? Because I get so many people who are doing hip hinges instead of squats.
On what exercise?
Like just even so E with the back issues, just doing like goblet squat. So there's a lot of this going on instead of this.
Where is, I'll give that person, I'll bring it right back. I'll give them two targets. There's several things you can do. These are the first two I would give. Remind me to do the band one too as well. So I'll give them two targets. I'm like, you got no choice to do it, right? So here, and again, you gotta be careful with all this stuff. I'll say, all right, hey Matt, I'm gonna need you to sit on this box without touching your knees to the wall. Yeah. And it's hard because to do what she did, she's gonna have to bring that forward, right? So sit back, boom. That's one you want to try that. Then I'll show you another one if that doesn't work. Have your toes touch the wall. Sit back without your toes. Okay.
That's probably gonna be a good one.
Yeah.
For her because there's just too much.
There's too much, yeah.
Yeah.
And so here's another one that if that doesn't work, this will work. And there's two. If you can actually have you right over here, filming me. So it's basically, Matt, I want you to grab high. Well, grab high on the band here, and I want you to pull yourself into a squat. All right. you literally have to pull yourself into this squat.
Okay.
And if that doesn't work, this act of pulling in, pull yourself in, sit on the box, right? So
Yeah.
right there, right? So let's try it without the box. You're gonna grab high on that band, sit back, yeah, pull yourself into a squat, pull yourself into a squat, yeah. And then you
That's
can,
good.
yeah, and then you can throw that in, pull yourself into the squat and sit on that box, yeah.
And these would be good for E?
Yeah, and it activates their core, you know, it makes them go straight down.
Yeah.
So those are the two things I would do with that. Does that make sense?
Yeah. No, I think next time I work with her, then I'll try those. It just seems like a little bit more, like, stop bending over.
Yeah. And so what that does is it forces you to keep that vertical
Yeah,
line,
like,
right?
let's just keep this going where it's at, stop, it's not a,
Yeah.
it's not a bowing to meet you.
Yeah. And then the other thing, probably get more choke up on here, is I want you to like pull down
Yeah.
and pre-engage your core, right? But
Yeah.
even here, so I even think even better, the thinner band or maybe this one, get more
Yeah.
choke up, because you know there's probably too much lax on it.
Yeah.
So choke it up, and then pull yourself in it, engage your core, and you can get her to come forward a little bit more, choke it up, and now it's here. Now you can't
Yeah.
go forward. And it's teaching her good mechanics. And one of the other things you could do is you can have her do a set of this good one, and then immediately maybe do like,
Have her try to do it, like, just with the box.
exactly, like right here.
Mhm.
So it's like bang out 5, 8, 10, whatever, and then, all right, boom, bang out 5 good ones, looking good, in 3, 2, 1, let go, keep squatting.
Yeah.
So you get that pattern activated, and then use it, right? Use it. So those are 2 ways I would experiment with that.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Then I'll go over, we're out of time, I'll just go over 2 quick hands-on with the band. So just doing some more negative stuff. So it's more of a choke up. It's here, and then super slow on your way out. Looks like nothing, it's a lot.
It burns.
Yeah, so super slow on your way out. I'll go over 2 more. This is what I was doing with somebody who wants to do more of the balance stuff, and this is a really good core exercise too as well. So it's a single leg deadlift, the hold, lock it in. This should be the hardest exercise they do. What you're gonna notice with people, they're gonna do this. They're gonna go from here to like wah, wah.
Yeah.
And so you really gotta cue them like crazy. I'm stiff, this is hard for me, okay? You guys wanna try that? I would
What
try it
about
with that
bird
one.
on a bench?
Similar, but this,
more challenging?
oh god, yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're using the bench to support yourself up.
Right.
This is, you're
Oh, you're-
supporting yourself
right,
up.
yeah.
Do you want to try it with the smaller kettlebell? So it's basically sitting back, boom, lock it in, extend that back leg, and then do like 5 on each side. Yeah, lock it in, back leg straight, good, and then pull. Tight arms, lock it in. Yeah. Tight abs. Nice. How's that feel?
Yeah, that's challenging.
Yeah, it definitely is challenging. Just do one more here. So, this stuff, like, and again, this is not for somebody that has shoulder or back issues, but you could do some core hollow stuff. And the key here is the tension generated and held. So I'm here, just holding this lights me up like crazy, right? Pushing your low back into the ground, and then
I was gonna say, with no shoulder issues, you could do those.
Yeah, and again, the key is the constant tension being held. And so that's another one you can use too, right? Here's one, push it low. Here I don't feel it, low back into the ground. You can see me shake, right? And then you can also do that one. I'm gonna try that and then we'll end it. So first one, just hold that wide. Great tension, hold it. Yeah, go back into the floor. All right, arms overhead a little bit more, right there, find that sweet spot. And then do the in and out, keeping that tension, drive the low back into the floor.
Yeah, that's tough.
Right, it's tough, right? So this is the core hollow with a band hold, but then you'll see like a band overhead reach. This is the one, and the key is the low back into the ground, and the key is this tension by pulling apart and holding, you know?
Yeah, that's good.
So there's a lot of good stuff we can get out of these bands. I made a list of 10, but we'll do it next week on the hands-on.
Save it first.
Yes, please.